here. And we'll get going. So I got access to my 150K account. So I'll trade on it today, see what happens with that. Yeah, and we're going to test it. I don't know if you guys saw the post that I made yesterday. We're going to test out this new entry model, which is pretty simple. It's basically not really waiting for the entry model and getting in so we can catch liquidity sweeps. So boom, in and out really, really quick there. And I'll talk more about it when we get the setup. So let's go over to the chart. Oh, no red folder news today. There was news at 8:30, which was unemployment claims, which doesn't really do that much to the market. So let's get set up. Kind of already got the NASDAQ pre-set up for me here. And the trend is definitely up. So we could get a pullback today there. And that's gold. So this was our gold trade from last night. These lines here, it gave us a little short, so a sell. And then it gave us a nice buy there, right to the target. So that's pretty awesome. So that trade I'd consider worked out. So we'll delete that. And that's just the trade call, like the text and image in the group there that I do. Okay. So let's get this guy set up because it's 9:31 right now. 15-minute. Okay. And today should be pretty good, I think. It looks like it's well, the US30 has just been ranging, but the NASDAQ, probably should have a pullback, right? So we can catch that. And is this one? Yeah. So it's the 1 o'clock candle there. And then this guy to here, roughly. Okay. So we got to grab our range. And that's what it is like. So we still have to wait a couple minutes here for this. Yeah, geez. This is really pulling back hard. Let's drop this to the 1 minute. And there you go. Okay. So yeah, this is what I was talking about here. I do these little market analysis. So they're basically when I'm not doing a live and it's like I see a setup or whatever, I'm looking at the chart during Tokyo session, and I see a trade, I'll just throw it in here just as a text and image. And I pretty much do it almost every single trading day. So there's like 3 to 4 trade calls there a week, and I'll just throw them in there. So yeah, we had one of those last night, which went pretty good. And yeah, so this took out the Tokyo range here. So that is huge, which is not good, meaning that it could go sideways for a while. Yeah, 0.36. Um, yeah, so it might go back up and then sideways a bit, or who knows, maybe it will give us a short. But normally when it does that and it breaks the VWAP, then it's just going to go sideways here. NASDAQ, maybe we should drop a trend line on the NASDAQ because you can see it's not coming down to the VWAP. And there is a clear trend line here. So you got, I wonder, yeah, probably from this one to this one. And then the third touch. Yeah, so that's probably a decent trend line. So the trend line on the 15-minute chart, it's just, I use them just as another confirmation for my trade. So breaks below the trend line, breaks below the VWAP, and then we've got our Tokyo range. That could be a good trade setup. Okay, this guy here, it's really, really slow. So let's put our red line right there. That makes more sense to me. Instead of right on the Tokyo low. Man, I'm sweating today. It's been so hot here the last couple days. It's been just crazy this last week. Okay, we have a fair value gap way up here and above the VWAP there. So let's put this guy right there. So yeah, price could come up here, maybe bounce off that, or who knows if we get a candle body open above here, we could actually get a long position. So we'll have to wait and see. Going long right now, you could do that as a trade. It's like really, really high risk though. Um, but yeah, it's taken it the top of Tokyo and the bottom of Tokyo. So it's kind of we don't know which direction US30 is going to go. And let's look at the 15-minute on gold. So gold is like the Nasdaq, just kind of moving up there all night, right? Whoa. So that's a pretty big opening candle for US30. Nasdaq's just moving up. Okay. Yeah, so no trade in the US30, guys. We kind of have to just wait for a break here of this green line. I know what's going on. I don't have my music on. I need to put my song on here, my trading song that I like to listen to. I was thinking, why is it so quiet? There we go. That's better. I don't think you guys can hear it, but I put the song in the group, and I also put it in the course, so you can download it if you want. Okay, this line here is nothing. It's just something that I put on the chart to wait for the setup. But yeah, the Nasdaq is definitely bullish. Um, it's so there's a ton of resistance back here. Yeah, it's still it could come down, and we could actually get because I would way rather see a short position here. This guy's rate pretty much almost maxed out, eh? So I'd want to see a short in the Nasdaq, and US30 is back down to our area where we need to pay attention to it. I'm having a really hard time thinking about how to do the marketing to to get people in here because the easiest thing for me to do, like if you guys have been looking at the marketing I've been doing on Facebook and stuff, it's just to post like my trading results. But then I get people with the wrong mindset. Like they come in and they're like, "Are you going to trade for me?" And I'm like, "What the heck?" It's like it's a trading course and then live trading. Um, yeah, so I'm having a hard time thinking about how to market properly so people just understand like it's a trading course and live trading and it's not like a get rich quick like kind of scheme type thing, right? Because social media is just full of those people that they just want like this. I don't know what it is. um they want everything to work out and be perfect, but they don't want to put work into, like, it's just weird. Like, you think about it, it's like, you know, you go to school to get an education to make money, right? And people go to school for like a really, really long time. And then, with this make money online stuff, people just, it's weird how they treat it. They treat everything like, it should just happen kind of thing. And they, like I get the question all the time, what can I make from $100? Like they're trying to like replace their income from their day job with $100. It's like, no, like you at least just to start trading and learn, you need at least a couple $100, like to get your test phase, right? And then you need some kind of education or something. And yeah, most people are just, I don't get it. Like they understand they need to go to school to make money to get like a job and stuff like that, or they're going to do like manual labor or, be an entrepreneur, which is probably the way I would go. But yeah, it's just weird. Like, we grow up, we understand we need to go to school to get a good job, get a good education to make money. But then, they want everything handed to them if they're online. People are retarded. You can't use that word anymore, man. I remember I said it like 20 years ago. I was at a family reunion and I said it. My aunt got so mad at me. I was like in my 20s, right? And I said, like, not relating to a person, I said, like, something is retarded. She got so mad at me. She's like, "You can't say that anymore." So, yeah, you definitely can't say it now. I'm not PC, politically correct. Oh, every time I, hear PC or CPC, I think of that South Park episode, the politically correct, principle. It's pretty funny. Okay, it's really messing with people, guys. We could get our short here. So the new model that I'm going to use, which is it's much higher risk, and you have to be really, really quick. As soon as it breaks the like one of your lines, you just enter the trade. And what I'd be doing, it's like what I'm going to do is I'm going to test it with one lot and just see how it goes. Um, the first course I put out, that was actually the entry model was just a break because that's how most people trade when they trade levels is when it breaks a level, you just get in, right? And so I still have some people, following me and stuff like that that went through the first course and that's how they trade because that's what I taught in the first course. And, they're like, "Yeah, the results for the trading situation we're in this year, where it's just it likes to range and give liquidity sweeps constantly, they're actually more profitable than the model that I'm teaching in the course." But it's much higher risk, right? Because then, if you don't get out on time, it can come back at you, right? So, I'm gonna try that. So it'd basically be like breaks, you get in as soon as it breaks, and then you take profit within that candle, right? So if it's low liquidity sweep, you can still get out. And then if it does give the entry model, then you actually get into your, the trade that I teach in the course kind of thing, the body open, right? The body open trade. So we're coming back up here to the VWAP. I kind of feel it needs to go up here. That's why I put that line on there. Um, this is obviously strong support. The NASDAQ has stopped. So maybe that's its top for the 945 15-minute candle, right? This guy here, like that's the New York open candle, which is the most volume in the 24 hours of trading, right? Is this candle here for the NASDAQ. So this could be the top of the candle. We just have to wait and see. But the NASDAQ, I'm looking at shorts, hopefully. And the US30, I'm also, I want to see a short in it. And then gold, I haven't really looked at, but the gold seems to be like the NASDAQ. It should have a pullback as well. Yeah, most people don't want to learn trading. Like, I wish I could show you guys the results of the $9 members that come in here. They don't even go through the course. Like, they'll come in, they'll do the, "Hey, I'm Drew" video kind of thing like that, introduction video. They'll make it like through the getting started guide and then they'll just stop. It's like, I don't know. And I've made this like as simple as possible, like really, really easy, guys. The trading model, like basically, I give them a solid model for the entry exit, and then just I teach them confirmations, right? And of course, the Hintakiyashi candles, which is much easier model than saying teaching like ITC or like a lot of these other models where it takes you like 2-3 years just to like master how it works, right? So, or teaching DOM and footprint. Like I learned DOM and footprint when I first started trading. And that's like, if you think ITC is difficult, try and trade DOM and footprint. That's difficult. Like that's what institutions teach, right? Is DOM and footprint, where you can actually like read the market orders and stuff, and you don't even have to look at a chart. But yeah, it's I don't think I can make the course any simpler, but I think it's just, like some people are like that. They just, they want to look and then they just think things should be easier than they actually are. Like we're making money, right? And money's something that everyone wants. So of course it's not going to be just given to you or super easy. Well, unless you win the lottery ticket. Okay. Yeah, so still I'm thinking we're going to be up here and we have to wait for that. NASDAQ is creepy crawling up here. So it keeps on creating little higher highs on these 1 minute candles. So yeah, normally Thursdays is not like this. Like normally it's like you look at the chart and then boom, right away, within the first like 5-10 minutes, we get a trade. Um, they're normally good days for trading, but this week has just been wacky, guys. Every single day this week, we've gotten 4 trades. That's it. And I haven't changed anything in my trading. I'm still looking and calling pretty much every setup that I feel is good, and not just going off my gut and hey, let's buy because it feels like we should buy. Like not like that. Like that's you're gonna lose money if you do that. Let me think about, yeah, Stuart, if you have any ideas, let me know for the marketing because yeah, I've tried the using my results, in the marketing. I kind of feel I get the wrong people with that. Like they expect me to trade for them, type thing. And that's when you get people saying, "Can I have a refund?" And it's like, like I'm of course, if they say, "Can I have a refund?" I always give it to them because it's a product, right? But yeah, it's not a good feeling when someone, you sell something to someone, they don't even use it, and then they ask you for a refund, and they're like, "I just didn't know what it was." And it's like, okay, well, you know, go to the about page before you buy. That's the page they land on. Yeah. So the results, showing results works the best. I get the most signups when I do that, like promote through my results. The best people I notice I get, like the strongest students, the ones that upgrade to VIP or just come right into VIP, are the ones that I get from YouTube or when I post the actual VIP live trading on my social media, and they're like watching it, right? And then they just go straight to sign up for VIP. Maybe just say follow me live trading and let them copy people, subscribe, and those who want to learn will. Yeah, I think that's like, when I post the on YouTube, I'll post the VIP lives. That's kind of what I'm doing with YouTube there, is like that. Yeah, and then the school, like this is all built through school, right? Um they're doing marketing for me as well. Like they market the school communities and they do paid marketing. So I get a lot of signups through them, which is actually really, really nice. So that's another thing I can do is just do paid marketing campaigns, which that's kind of what I'm leaning towards, is just starting to like run ads and stuff like that. Yeah, that's how, yeah, so a lot of people, guys, they're finding me through um school when they run ads, because most of these communities in school, the trading ones, they don't actually trade, right? They just have a course, and then they do the YouTube type stuff where it's like, let's go live, and then they do one trade. They don't sit there for an hour and call out price and you know that type of thing. So, okay, we pretty much got what I was looking for there. It didn't touch the line, but I think there's two fair value gaps here, so it might have. Yeah, there's this one right here. So this could be it. So I guess we could delete that, and that's kind of what I was waiting for. Um, yeah, I don't really trust this just to go short here, but here's another high risk trade you could do. Nasdaq short, US30 short. I can't see it breaking up and taking off there. But I'm going to wait for the A plus setups. This could be another 4 trades day for me there. But this here, this is what I my whole idea for this, guys, the VIP lives, is one day there's gonna be, like, hundreds of people, and we're all trading together on the lives, and this chat's gonna be on fire. There'll be, like, tons and tons of comments in there, And, there'll be people that have been in the community for years and they'll find trades like for the VIPs and then we'll look at them together and stuff like that, right? So that's kind of my idea. Like some of you guys right now, because I don't look at gold really when I'm trading in these lives, I just look at kind of at the end. And I've had a couple people, during the live say, "Oh, go look at gold," and then boom, we find a trade setup, right? So that's kind of my vision in my mind where this is going to go is like we're just all trading together, everyone's making some money, that type of thing. Cuz once you get profitable, guys, trading is extremely boring. Like not like, "Hey, I don't want to show up to trade." Boring, not like that. Like I get excited to trade, but yeah, it just becomes boring, like that feeling of the feeling when you first start something and you're excited about it, like you get a new car or like when you're new to trading is what I'm talking about. Like your heart's pounding and you're like, "Oh, this is so amazing," kind of thing. And it's the yin and the yang. When a trade goes against you, you feel like the world is over. When the trade goes in your direction, you feel like you're the king of the world type thing like that. That feeling goes away. And that's when you become, I think that's when you like master trading, like you become very, very profitable, but it's boring. It's kind of a boring feeling. So yeah, sideways, no trade. I did say there's like a really really high risk short in both of these. I don't know if anyone took it, but you just want to watch the candles. See when they're going sideways, you just get out. Like they're starting to go sideways now. So take your break even or take your small profit because that's telling you the institutions are not stepping in and it's just the retail traders clicking buy and sell, right? Because that's what most people do, guys. They look at a chart and then they just click buy and sell. So we kind of have to wait for the institutional traders to step in or a direction to be found. And then once that direction's found, then we step into the market and we start trading. So this is sideways. Oh, how long did it take for me to feel like really confident? Um, I don't wanna lie about it, but years, I'll say. Like, it took a long time. I'll say that. Probably a couple years for me, like, not to care. And it wasn't because I was making money and I didn't care about losing money. It was just, like, I'd done it so much that I was just kind of like, it didn't matter kinda thing. I don't know. It's kinda weird. So we're getting a move here, but I've seen people like I've, been teaching trading on and off kind of thing for a pretty long time. This year I've decided just that's what I'm going to do is just teach trading, but I've built like 3 or 4 courses on trading and I find some people like it clicks with them and they get it right away. Like you guys remember when we had Telegram, there was Scott was in there and he was helping out with the trading and stuff like that. Like he would do London calls. He was actually my student, right? And he was a guy within months it clicked and he was profitable and he's passing like test phases. He could just do a test phase and pass it in a couple weeks anytime he wanted, all that kind of stuff. And so after like 6 or 7 months, I said, "Do you want to do London session and like post your trade calls in London session? Like just post what you're doing." And then he started doing that and, but he hadn't been trading for years and years and years. Like when he started posting, I think like 6 to 8 months he's been trading. And just for some people, it's like that. They just get it. And then some people, they just takes them years, right? They give up, they come back, they, they'll bounce around from guru to guru, kind of thing like that. Um, yeah, I find people that are most profitable are people that they know nothing about trading and they're brand new, and then they just learn one strategy and they master it, and they don't like deviate. You know, I find those people are, they just pick up things the quickest. It's the people that they trade and they're like bouncing around from you know YouTube guru to YouTube guru, and they just spend most of their time watching, YouTube videos and stuff. Those are the people that I find like they have the kind of most problems when it comes to just sticking about like being profitable. Yeah. Okay, guys, sorry, there's like nothing here. It's 54, so we could see, I really don't wanna take a long in the Nasdaq, but there's the 45 top, and it's gonna give us an entry here. It's just, and like I always say, we should just take the trade if it presents us a trade. So, I'm gonna take this if it gives the entry. I'm gonna go in with a really small lot size just because I don't like it, but it is the model. It's showing us that it wants to do something here. But yeah, this would be our first trade in the Nasdaq. There's the body open, and to me, it just feels like it's gonna come down, but I'm gonna do it just because, it is a setup, but I'm gonna drop, so on my 50K account, I'm just gonna do 3 lots, which is like nothing, and then I'm on a buy. So I got in on that trade, guys. This one right here. We'll see how it goes. It's in a well, it's pretty much at where I got in. But if I take 50 bucks from it, there's 50. Okay. So I took $43 from it. So that's nothing but something, right? It's for me, I don't know. I kind of feel that's like just like maybe warming up, right? It's a horrible trade. It's been going up all morning. I've been kind of talking about that I'd rather see a sell. We've got this 15-minute trend line down here. We've got all Tokyo down here. So yeah, just take fast profits. That trend line sucks. I'll redo the trend line there. So anyways, I'm going to mark that down as the first trade, even though it was like, you know, 150K account. It made 43 bucks. So that'd be like a 50K account taking, hardly anything. 10 bucks or something. But anyways, maybe that was just to get a warm up here. But yeah, these candles they're nice. They're just really slow and it just feels like it needs to come down. So this guy here, I think we're going to get a short out of this US30. Um so if it does this at the top, then we could actually get into our short entry from up here, which would be playing support and resistance, which is kind of like what we should be doing when the liquidity is like this. It's just kind of low liquidity. We're only getting that, good move on the first 15 minutes of market open, which is normal. Um, but yeah, this guy looks like he's going to turn over here. This is really strong resistance. So this could be the point where it starts to come down. But we'll have to wait and see. Okay, so here's a trade setup that we could do if we don't see it come up here and go sideways. Is the body open below here? We could get into a short and then we just sell down here, like get out of the position. So yeah, either short from here or short from here. If we get a body open above there, it's the same situation as this. Like I don't want the trade, but I'll take it because it's the model, right? And yeah, our new entry model that I was thinking about doing today, the liquidity is just too low to do it, guys. Like it's not wicking, right? So we probably won't see it today. Um, I've been studying for years on and off, and now I'm back. Yeah, you kind of in trading, you kind of just have to tell yourself, I'm going to do this. And that's why I've made this like so freaking cheap, is because, if it was $200, I'd kind of feel bad about the people that, have the on and off situation, which a lot of people do, guys. Like they go on and off with trading. And yeah, I just think like under 50 bucks is fine for most people, if they want to get back into it, and really having it so like you show up somewhere 5 days a week and you're in a community and like I'm here and I'm, like you can hear me, you can like see the charts, all that kind of stuff. And it's not just a recording that I'm pre-doing and then uploading and then saying, hey, go watch this. This is my trading session. Like that's what a lot of these guys do. I think this is the best way to go, and it'll really help out those people that, like you want to do trading, but it's always like, you go back to maybe marketing online and then you go back to trying to learn how to trade, and that's like flippy floppy kind of thing. Yeah, I think that the idea here of a trading community Live trading, I think that's the way to go, and not just a course with me posting my results. So this guy here is coming down. So what I'd want to see here is I don't want to see this happen, but I look to see if it's going to bounce off this green line and then go back up. Um, yeah, live trading is the best way to do it. Yeah. I think it's the best way to learn as well because I'm talking about the marketing, sorry, about the market as it's happening, right? Okay, so this thing is really going sideways here. So once again, it's the retail traders, they're just fighting it out. People are just clicking buy and sell randomly. They're gambling, eh? They know they have a 50% chance of clicking buy or sell and making money. And the Nasdaq, if we look at it, it's just yeah, I'd really like to see a pullback. But yeah, it's bullish on the 15-minute chart. The daily chart in the Nasdaq. We'll go to the normal candles here. We'll see it, which I rarely look at the daily, but if you guys remember, like, when was it, 2 days ago or something? I pointed out it's in like a wedge. I think it's what is it called? I forget the name of it. Anyways, I had the name and everything for you there in 2 lives ago, but it's in like a wedge pattern. And with this wedge, see, it's bullish and then it goes into this wedge pattern here. A lot of people that trade patterns, they're waiting for the top of the wedge to break. They're going to enter a long and then price is going to go up more. So there's a lot of retail traders thinking about that, right? Or yeah, bull flag is basically when it goes up and then it comes down. I think this looks more like a wedge, but yeah, you could call it a bull flag as well. But in a bull flag, like this area is kind of missing, right? Like it goes like this and then it comes down and then it goes up would be the bull flag. Like the buy is when it breaks and goes up, right? It break the trend line coming down here. But yeah, symmetrical wedge, I think, or symmetrical triangle. That's the name of it. But yeah, that's what a lot of people are looking at. So we'll go back to the 1 minute chart. But yeah, the Nasdaq, I think it's going to do something within the next couple weeks. That's going to be a big move, and I think everyone's thinking it's going to go up. So yeah, it came down. It found support on our line here, kind of what we're looking for. So the model I teach in the course, which is kind of like a lower liquidity model, would be we get a break above here, and then you'd enter a long position. And I think I should stay out of trading long in the Nasdaq. We'll just wait. But yeah, if it body forms above this level here, then that would probably be the best position and not just jumping along now because I don't know. I still have that feeling, guys, that which I shouldn't trade off my gut, but pendant. Yes, that's it. Pendant. It's a symmetrical pendant. I think. I don't know. There's so many names. I learned them all like a decade ago when I was learning different trading models and stuff like that. Um, yeah, pendant, wedge, triangle. Okay, so it bounced off here again. This is crazy, eh? Look at this. It's like yesterday. Like same thing. Just everything's going sideways. Let's glance at gold 15-minute. We'll see what it's up to. Come on, chart. There we go. Okay, gold is pumping. All right. If we get a pullback here to gold, I'm going to set alert there. That would be a nice trade. Look at all this support. And gold likes to do that. It goes up and then it comes back to the level and then takes off. So we'll keep that in mind. I've got an alert right there. And then we'll go back to the NASDAQ. It's trying. US30 is nothing. And this guy here. So yeah, still my thoughts are if we get a body open above here, um, everything from here on out, guys, just because it's low liquidity is like high risk. Like this was our A plus setup, but it's so far away from the VWAP that wasn't. That's why one of the reasons why I'm saying it's not that great of a trade. And we're really high on this daily range, right? Yeah, Nasdaq. I think we're just going to go sideways like this. This is the painful part about trading is the waiting around. And you don't want to be like these guys. They're just clicking buy and sell randomly, especially if you're trading on a firm account. Like you're going to get yourself in big trouble, right? Because like really where do you set your stop loss? Like the tightest stop loss you could set is like below this range here, but then I'm sure if you were to get into a long, you're thinking, "Oh, maybe it's just if it comes down here, maybe it's just doing a liquidity sweep and then it'll go back up." And then you'll probably likely get stuck in a trade and you'll just keep on moving your stop loss down. But yeah, this guy broke. So, okay, so this is what we're looking for here is we want to see what happens in this area. If we get a candle body open above there, it's either going to be a liquidity sweep or it's going to be a nice long position and then goes up. What I'd want to see is something like this, but up here where it just goes sideways at this line and then we can actually get our short position. So our short position now, we can actually move our line up to there because this will be the next spot where it has issues. So if we get a body open below here, the only problem is the VWAP and this there. But as I said before, like nothing right now is going to be an A plus setup. NASDAQ, this is good. This is what we want to see. We want to see it come down. Okay. This would be a high risk short here. So body open below the green line. We could get into a short position. There's your take profit. Hopefully it just doesn't come down there right now. Oh, and there's our alert for the gold trade. Where is it? Over here. No. Oh, I got my. Sorry, guys. There's the alert for that guy. So that's something else you could watch if you want to. But I'm kind of more interested in this over here. Okay, so if we get a body open, we could take a short. You're trading against the 15-minute though, so that's why it's high risk, right? But the 15-minute also looks like it might come down. Okay, so I'm going to take this NASDAQ trade. I'm going to up my lot size here. I don't want to tell you guys how many lots I'm doing because I don't want that to be the deciding factor in your trade. And I'm going to like preset my take profit. Okay, let's get into this because this is annoying. Our alert. But yeah, in the gold trade, um, I want to see it kind of show signs of giving us a reversal here where it goes up again. Okay, Nasdaq's in profit, and I'm gonna take this here soon. Boom. You guys want to see my profit? I don't like showing this stuff, but I know this gets some people going. 925. It's pretty nice, eh? On that big account, right? That's for the day, of course, with the two trades we just did. Okay. So hopefully that showed you the sign to get out of the trade as well. But that around that black line there is where I wanted it to go. So that's two trades. Yeah, baby. Yeah. It's exciting trading on a big account, but, you gotta kinda let it not get to you. Okay, so how many lots did I do? Don't do this, guys, but I was on 28 lots on the 150K count. Um, that's way too many lots to trade on, but, like, if you're to do that divided by 3, it'd be too much for um, a 50K count, like what I recommend in the course. I just kind of felt confident in this trade because I kept on saying, like, it's it's just like it's gone up too much here, and it like, fundamentals are saying we should pull back. Right? We're so far away from the VWAP. Uh, they're so far away from the Tokyo range. London and Tokyo session have been going up. So we should just get a pullback, right? Like, I believe it'll come all the way down here today, at least to the top of the Tokyo session. The lots confuse me. Yeah, like, they confuse me as well because every like, a mini's different lot sizing, a micro's different lot sizing, a full futures contract is different lot sizing, like, it's all different, so you kind of just have to, like, not guess, but you just have an understanding for it that, okay, if I'm trading the NASDAQ and I'm on a 50K account and I get an A plus setup, then I can up my lot size to maybe like a huge lot size would be like 8 lots or something like that, or 5 lots or something, right? And it's also depends on like what you're comfortable with. For instance, if you're really new to trading, which I know you're not, Carl, but if you're new to trading, maybe you trade on 1 to 3 lots on an A plus setup because like it feels comfortable for you. Your heart's not like going like crazy and stuff. Like for a new trader to just trade on 8 lots just because the trade setup is good, like an A plus setup, their heart's gonna like they might have a freaking heart attack, right? So yeah, you just have to kind of it's more of a feeling, I think, and it shouldn't be this is how many lots I need to trade on. And also the thing is like the more lots you trade on, the more you can lose, right? And I know someone asked me this, I think it was in a private message or something, but they said, "Do you ever set like a stop loss like on the chart?" And I answered, "No, I don't. I don't set a stop loss on the chart. I always have a mental stop loss because, like I don't want to think like what you should think like this is, hey, I'm willing to lose blah 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 amount, but I want to get out where it's showing me signs that my trade is not working at like the first signs it's showing me, which is the break of the 1 minute trend line, right? So if it's breaking this 1 minute trend line like this, okay, and say I'm in this trade and I'm up, I don't know, 150 bucks or something like that, okay? I would rather take the profit would be my first thing. Is like, okay, I don't want to be greedy. I have zero education. If I was to go to a day job and make 150 US in a day, like that would be great for me kind of thing, right? So that's kind of the mindset that I have with it. But then the stop loss mindset is if the trade starts to go against me, this is where I want to get out, is where it breaks the trend line, right? Maybe I take break even. Maybe I take a little bit of profit. Maybe I take a little loss, like $30 of loss or something when I'm trying to make, say, 150 on the trade. Okay. If I was to have my stop loss set up here, and I'm thinking, "Hey, I wanna make $150," and this stop loss is set up here for, that'd be $300 of loss or something, like, that doesn't really make sense, and I'm not saying that's how most people trade or whatever. It's just if the chart is showing you signs that the trade's gonna go against you, why would you let price go up there where everyone has their stop loss set? Everyone has their stop loss set up here, but things are gonna go against you if you can read price action. First sign is break of the trend line. Second sign is it creates, this is our fair value gap that we're targeting. A body opens up here, the odds are it's going to go up here. A body opens here, the odds are it's going to break out. So why would I put my stop loss up there? Right. And I know that goes against so many, courses and guru training and all that kind of stuff. But that's how I think about it. It's like, why would I want to lose more money than I have to kind of thing on a trade? Right. Okay. So this guy here is showing signs that it wants to have a little bit of a pullback there. So that's kind of my thinking behind it. And yeah, sorry if you guys disagree with that. It's just I want to keep my money. That NAS trade would have been epic. Oh, this if we were to, not sell here and just get in the sell and then get out all the way down there. Yeah, it would have been epic, but we don't know it's gonna stop here. But we do know there's a strong possibility it would have stopped there, so that's pretty much where we got out. And how I think about it is like, okay, I've done 2 trades today. I made $925. I'm on a live account. I have my grade 10 education. You guys know that, right? So I'm really dyslexic. So I didn't even finish high school. Um, what would I be doing if I was in the outside world? I'd be doing probably some manual labor thing and I'd be making whatever per day. I don't even know how much people make for manual labor, but um, I wouldn't be making that much. I wouldn't be living in a subdivision in a ski resort, right? My wife doesn't have to work, all this kind of stuff. So that's kind of what I think about when I'm in a position, I get out, I take my profit, it's good profit, but then the price like it's doing right now, it just keeps on coming down because this is a thing you're going to have as a beginner is you're going to get out and it'll continue going in the direction of your trade. And then you'd be like, oh man, I could have made like I could if I had stayed in here, I probably would have made $2,500 or so. Right. But I can't think like that because what would I be doing per day to make $2,500? Right. I'd need like a super crazy education. I don't even think doctors make that much, even at the highest level, right? So, yeah, so this trading stuff, guys, it can change your life. You just gotta be realistic about it. Stick to your 3 trades a day. Just really, have your rules in place, and that'll keep you really profitable. Like right now, I'm thinking, do I even need to trade no more? No, I don't need to trade anymore. But I'm going to still call out trade calls, but what I'll do is I'll just drop my lot size. So if I have a bad trade, I lose $50 or whatever, $30 or something, and then I don't give the money back. Okay, so this went right down to our pretty much the previous low there, which is our is this the ninth? Yeah, so we got to move that line up a bit. So it came all the way down there. So it's a ranging day, so we could actually go back up from here. So let's delete this. Um, sorry I talk so much, guys. Uh, I'm just like I'm passionate about this stuff, right? And I think if you're passionate about something, you can just talk about it forever. This in marketing, like marketing for me is like it's almost the same, like network marketing and stuff like that. Like it's you get passionate about it and you can just talk about it and talk about it and talk about it, and then if someone's listening and they're not passionate about it, they're like, oh my god, this guy needs to shut up. Like, my wife loves, nail art, so a lot of times when she's talking about, like, the newest nail art technique or whatever kinda thing, I get like that. I'm like, "Oh my god, she thinks I'm interested in this?" But I know she is, so I listen. Okay, so this here is giving us what we were talking about before, where we could get an open below this line, and then we could take a short position. Looking at this now because it just stopped at the VWAP, I'm gonna wait for, body open below the VWAP there, okay? So you could take an early entry on a short here if you wanted to, but it's, like, really high risk. I would wait for price to be below the VWAP, and then you get a body open. This is gonna be the level where it struggles with, and then there should be a fair value gap right here. So that'd be our 3rd trade. Nope. Oh, there you go, right there. So this down to here. So this would be like the next trade that we could do. Let's glance at gold, see what it did. So gold came down, so it broke. So this is what I was looking for gold, right? Was it to bounce off here, but it never did that. Anyways, we didn't take that trade. We're just looking at it. Back to the NASDAQ. And this one here, like it could find support and then go back up. But that's why I'd wait for the body to open below the VWAP and not just sell here. Because the VWAP is really, really strong. It's strong there. And then this guy, we got this 15-minute trend line. So maybe that might, and this would be the 3rd touch on the 15-minute trend line because this trend line's built off 2 touches, which a trend line is confirmed with 3 touches. So we have to wait for that. If it's confirmed with 3 touches, then that's a confirmation with the VWAP. Um, and if it gets back into this area here, then that's confirmation we can actually trade long. Uh, yeah, Tari, I've known you for a really long time. Like, what was it? Zookle, I think, with Jeremy Rush and stuff like that, like with the marketing. That was like, well, my son was like not even walking because I remember Jeremy messaging me and like congratulations on Hayden's birth, my son. So it would have been before he was born, which would have been 11, 12 years ago or something like that, or even longer. I don't know. Okay, so here's this. Oh, this guy here is almost ready. So yeah, you guys, you could probably get in a short here now. So that's US30. So I'm dropping my lot size because I already did really good. So I'll go like, I don't know, 8 lots in there or something like that into a sell position. That's probably a little bit too much actually. And pull that down. I'm just on my chart over here setting up this trade. So I got in this US30 trade here, guys. It's in 12 bucks of profit. So I'll just let that guy go. I'll kind of watch it to the side. This hit the trend line. So let's see what happens here. This will be the third touch. So the third touch is when a trend line is confirmed. If we get a body open below it, it could show us that that trend line has broken and that's not an actual trend line, right? You were in Zookle too? Holy smoke. So some of you guys have known me for like super long time. That's crazy. Yeah, the Zookle days. That's when I was in my prime. I was in my late 30s. I had hair, or I should say more hair. Um, yeah, those were fun days. I had so much energy back then. My paying ads, yeah, the rev share days. Those are fun as well. Yeah, my paying ads. I'm trying to think of the was that the one where the I forget his name. He was like a Indian man that owned it. I forget his name. I think that was yeah, that was the one. Yeah. That's pretty good. That one lasted a long time. That was a revenue share, right? That lasted I think like 2 or 3 years or something. Yeah, that was also in my prime as well. I used to make a post on Facebook and it would get like 1,000 likes and stuff on it. That was pretty exciting. And then I came to realize later in life, like that means nothing. It's social media and a following and all that, you know. But I did learn something valuable from that was that if you give value to the world, like you'll get whatever you want back from it. If you just give out value. That was yeah, I learned that a little bit late in life. So I wish I had to learn that in my 20s. That if you just kind of like give value, which is like helping people, right? Then the universe will like provide to you. So this could be a confirmation here, guys, because it didn't break below this trend line and this trend line here. If we go to the 15-minute chart, oh shit, I totally forgot about our trade over here. So it had a little bit of a pullback. Sorry, guys, I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, we still should come down. It's in 50 bucks a loss because of my I just went with a little lot size. Sorry, where's my entry on it? My entry's like right here on it. Did you guys take profit on this thing? I totally forgot about it. It's probably going to come down to the trend line there or to the um oh, you got out of it. I'm still in it. I forgot about it. It'd probably come down to here, like it's showing signs of weakness, but we have to watch this here. So I'm going to put a line across there. So yeah, this wick here, if it comes back down, you could get out. It's at the entry pretty much right now. Maybe I'll just get out of it. I'll wait for it to hit uh, a little bit of profit. There, $8. Okay, so I got out of that. I think it will come down to here and possibly down to there, but I'm kind of more interested in this now. So this is not the trend line. Yeah, I don't think this 15-minute trend line with that third touch, it doesn't really make sense anymore because I was going from here to here, and then I was thinking, oh, that'd be a confirmation if it came down because it was around the VWAP, but I don't think it makes sense anymore. So let's go back to the 1-minute chart. And yeah, this looks like okay. So that was we did a third trade. I'm gonna put the third trade as a break even just because I took $8. Some of you guys took a loss, and I totally forgot I was in the trade. There, but we could get a trade here. Yeah, because US30 is just going sideways now. 10.25. You made $2 on it. Yeah, so you're like me. Like you just kind of got out at break even kind of thing. Yeah. It would have given okay profit. I don't know what I was doing. I think I was too focused over here and I stopped looking at it. Um, but yeah, on the candle we got in on, um, we could have got out on that on with profit or even the next one because I think we got out on this candle or this one and it still gave us profit. But this candle here definitely showed signs that it was going to turn around. This guy here, I don't really like that, but we could watch for if we get well, basically, actually, let's take that away. If this wick here goes higher than this one, then it'll probably continue going up all the way to there. So that could be our next trade. This, I really just don't like this. It's too much sideways. So let's put gold over here. And gold, man, it's doing the same. It looks kind of the same almost as the US30. Not really. But yeah, it's weak as well. NASDAQ. Okay. I guess we could take a long in the NASDAQ. Really drop your lot size, guys. There's no point. I'll go like 4 in the NASDAQ, I guess. Buy. Okay. And then I'm going to take profits on this really quick. I got a really bad buy on it. I was messing around with my lot size. Anyways, it's in profit and $118. Boom. There you go. Okay. I took profit on that. Here, I'll just show you because I know a lot of people when I say, "Oh, I made $1,000 today," you're not going to believe that, but there you go, $1,069. But I'm trading on a huge account, guys. So okay, there you go. That's the fourth trade. That one was super quick. But yeah, it should likely come up to here with that guy. But I need to get out of the trade because it's 10:28 right now, and I don't like to be in a trade at the end of the session. And it was good, really, really quick profit. Like I think it was 100 something dollars of profit, really quick. Okay, so gold, I see a trade set up here for after the session. Look at this. So this here is really, really strong. So we could go like that. And if we get a body open above here, it'll probably go higher than that. But there's going to be, yeah, there's a fair value gap right there, which gold doesn't really care about fair value gaps. That's why I'm saying it'll probably come up here if we get a body open above this line. So that's something you can keep on your chart in gold. And because it's just ranging, it's going sideways. Like these are lower lows, but then it broke above here and created a higher higher than all this. So it's really it's got no direction in it, but I'm thinking if we get a body open above there, you could get like a quick long out of it, maybe there. And Nasdaq, it's showing signs to get out of that trade. You can see these wicks here are equal, almost all three of them. Um, US30, okay, US30 went right back up to our green line. So this would probably be the best trade of everything is to watch because this, remember, I was talking about this a while ago. Like I think when price was around here or something, or here, I forget where it was, to take a short from here, right? Because it's just ranging. So that would actually be a pretty damn good trade. Um, we've got a fair value gap all the way down here. This is really strong support for it, but I think this would be a good trade. I wish I could just jump into it, but it's 10:30 right now. So I'd wait to see what happens here. If it goes sideways a lot more, it'll probably come all the way down here, is what I'm thinking. Get the heck out of the NASDAQ trade if you're still in it. I don't know why you'd be in it. But, anyways, you want to get out of that. It's showing signs of weakness now. But yeah, this is what I'd be looking at here, guys. There's also that gold trade there. And then the NASDAQ, I would stop looking at the NASDAQ. I don't think it's going to do anything for us. But yeah, this should likely come all the way down here. There. So that's it for today's session. Magically, we did 4 trades again. And you guys could tell, like, I wasn't trying to like give it 4 trades for today. It's just weird. Every single day this week has been 4 trades. So we had trade number 1 was profit, trade number 2 is profit. They're all really small, quick trades or whatever. And trade number 3, I'm saying I made profit on it, but I know some people probably had a loss because that was my fault. Like I don't know, I forgot I was in the trade or something, and looked at it. It was going against us, and then it came back down to our entry, so I got out. And then trade number 4 was profit, so I'm just going to mark trade number 3 as break even, right? Okay, and that's it from me today. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Today, I'm actually going to go look at a car to buy down in Toronto. So I'm going to go down to Toronto today there because I need a new car. My car is a 2020 Model S, and I want to get a new one because the new ones are pretty awesome. So I'm going to go look at one today and see how that goes. So that's it from me, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow there.